Hey everyone, today I wanted to talk about quality over quantity, particularly with regard to the original contributions criterion. Okay, so let's just say we have an engineer, 12 novel innovations versus an engineer with just one novel innovation. If the engineer with 12 groundbreaking innovations doesn't show the impact, the influence, the major significance of those 12 innovations, but the engineer with the one innovation does, the engineer with the one innovation is most likely going to get that criterion approved, okay? So the Immigration Service is not grading quantity. They are grading quality. I say this a lot and it matters. Quality matters. So I think take out of your mind that you have to check the boxes. The Immigration Service is not going to add your contributions. They're going to filter them. They're going to evaluate each one. So if you're going to have 12, it's great, but you better show how impactful those 12 are. Otherwise, the engineer with the one who provides a lot of documentation regarding the influence of that one will more likely get the approval over the 12, the engineer with the 12 contributions that doesn't provide additional influence of those 12. Okay, so the criterion, the criterion called original contributions of major significance has two parts. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll see I explain this in detail. The first part of that criterion is showing that your innovation is groundbreaking, first of its kind in your domain. The second part of the criterion is showing that your innovation has had major significance in the domain. And USCIS asks a lot of, usually in every single RFE is going to ask for more information on original contributions of major significance. And usually it focuses on the major significance part. So what does major significance mean? Major significance means that not only did you create something groundbreaking, it means that it has been of use, or it has been adopted, or it has somehow impacted the domain. So how do you show major significance, right? So that's the big question. Objective data is always preferred. So external recommenders, independent like testimonials from people who really have no skin in the game, who talk about how your innovation transformed the field. Implementation of your innovation by a company or consumers, users, customers, again, is objective evidence that your innovation has had major significance. A third way of showing major significance is metrics, quantifiable results, percentages, stats, optimized or increased, efficiency by X%, things like that. So before filing your EB-1A, think about how you're going to show those objective evidence, documentation that your innovation has had some strong impact in your domain. So again, we're talking about the engineer who had the one invention, but that one invention it was adopted by Fortune 500 companies. It had, multiple, the applicant, provided multiple independent testimonials. Maybe that innovation received some media coverage. Things like that are objective types of evidence to show impact. Whereas the engineer with the 12 contributions just doesn't show any of that, or it's all kind of subjective information or letters from colleagues. So quality matters, again, to show the significance of your innovation. So before you file, think about 3 questions for this criterion. What has been the external footprint of your innovation? It could be a publication. It could be someone, if you have a patent, citing your patent. If you have a paper, someone citing your paper. It could be transforming the field by solving a problem that's existed in the field for a long time. Question 2 you should ask yourself is, can you put hard metrics to your contribution? So can you explain the impact in quantifiable terms, right? So efficiency gains, cost reductions, error rate improvements, things like that. Numbers carry a lot of weight because they're objective indicators. And finally, question number 3, ask yourself, can you get a truly independent expert in your domain who has no relationship to you, write a letter explaining the influence of your innovation? So independent testimonials carry more weight than from people you know. So try and get those. They will carry more weight. And these independent testimonials should be from people who have no skin in the game, right? They're just giving their opinion, and really it's not in their interest whether or not you get your EB-1A, but they should explain the impact of your innovation and how it's modified your field. Okay, so I want to emphasize quality over quantity. We have gotten approvals for engineers that just had one impactful innovation. So there's no magic number. I often get questions, how many original contributions do I need? And there's no magic number. You have to focus on quality, right? So if you have one innovation, that's great. You should still think about the EB-1A as long as you have these external validating documents. So contact us if you have any questions. It's not an easy criterion. The original contributions criterion, it's very confusing, but we would love to speak with you and be of assistance.